From my experience, Toon Link mains fall into one of three categories. You either 1. Played the games growing up, probably pretty familiar with a certain hourglass of phantasmal proportions, perhaps even wagered a couple wins in your time, and this nostalgia-based loyalty has become the sole basis for your decision. 2. You like playing as the Links, but prefer when your character is about 40% more kawaii and chibi than your standard fighter typically runs. Or 3. You enjoy causing pain with Link's incorrigible projectiles and chose Toon Link because it is both similar in proportions to a child and also cartoonish and silly looking in a way that says, if I can't kick this guy's ass, I need to seriously reconsider some life decisions. Anyway, honestly, I don't really care which one of these people you are, so long as you appreciate the art of expending an absolute minimal amount of effort to learn a game just so you can make your friends and enemies alike hate your guts. You're at home, my friend. So grab your rupees and get ready to set sail as I teach you how to master Toon Link Day 1. All things considered, as a fighter, Toon Link can be just about as straightforward or as complicated as you need him to be thanks to his balanced combination of projectiles and swishy-swashy swordplay. For the sake of brevity and perhaps a twinge of laziness, though, I'll be going over the more straightforward side of things, giving you the tools to become a basic level 1 Rage Spawn Cretin. If you're not a fan of this decision and would like a bit more information on the essentials of the not-so-one and only Mr. Master Sword himself, joke's on you, I've already done this video 2 other times, so you can go and watch those ones. Capitalism's a bitch, and I'm just the vaguely attractive street hooer. Anyway, let's get this party started with the undeniable lifeblood of every Link main, born of hatred, despair, and an actually infinite amount of consumable items that still baffle me as to where the hell he stores those things. Of course, I'm referring to Toon Link's projectiles, of which he has 3. The first is his neutral special, which shoots an arrow straight forward and can be charged to fire a more powerful shot. The second, side special, is a boomerang. This can be thrown straight forward or redirected by angling the attack upward or downward. And the third, his down special, is a bomb seemingly stolen directly from an episode of Looney Tunes and reappropriated to blast your favorite Nintendo's characters' faces clean off of their skulls. And for the most part, it's these moves that really allow Toon Link, and all of the Links for that matter, to truly shine. Because within these pointy, unpredictable, and highly combustible projectiles lies the potential to create a wall of hurt, a triforce of pain if you will, that is one of the most daunting and infuriating obstacles to get around, arguably of any projectile-based character in the game. Use your arrows to put William Tell to complete shame and stop any head-on approach dead in its tracks. Go for the bomb if you want to apply pressure on the ground, in the air, or off the stage, with the tool that's not only going to be an effective edgeguarding option, but also is good for follow-ups. And use the boomerang to halt an approach on the ground or in the air, or read a recovery to edgeguard an opponent and send them swiftly and prematurely to a land down under, aka either the eternal biblical prison of hell or the literal prison island of Australia. Because honestly, there is virtually no difference between the two, and either way, you will inevitably suffer the wrath of an innumerable amount of terrifying creatures and Vegemite. Moving on, Toon Link's also got a pretty hefty chunk of good close range options for those valiant warriors so brave as to get within 30 feet of their opponent. Take Toon Link's Grab, for example. It releases a chain that can not only snag your opponents from a short distance, but also grapple the ledge and push back opponents in the air. Should you grab an opponent, you can then take advantage of his throws to toss an opponent up to follow up with an up aerial for the juggle, or just get them back in your ouchie wall range with a forward throw or back throw, which, side note, also operates as an exceptional kill move at later percents. Toon Link can also make use of his aerials, like forward or back aerial, to thrash your opponent's stock out of existence both on and off stage, neutral aerial, a quick double slash to trip up opponents or start some combos, or down aerial to quickly return to the stage, or even spike an opponent if you have bigger nuts than the Deku Tree himself and are willing to commit to a bold and heavily ill-advised kamikaze flex. If you manage to edgeguard with an attack that isn't hellbent on launching you at terminal velocity directly through the Earth's core though, make sure to practice with Toon Link's up special so you know how to make it back on stage safe and sound. Also, try to keep in mind while using these aerials that sword fighters typically possess a little trait called a disjointed hitbox. This means that your hitbox and your sword's hitbox are completely separate, so you won't take damage if your sword gets hit. In other words, spacing out your attacks, especially with Toon Link's minimally endowed toddler arms granting you less than optimal attack range, is very important. But all in all, if you hadn't really gathered, the Toon Link combat style is what I would call a slow burn. If all goes well, your opponent is left hopelessly unable to reach you thanks to your ridiculous barrage of unrelenting projectiles, and so you take your time chipping away at the damage until eventually it's time to finish the job. And when that time does come, Toon Link's smash attacks can make for a quick and easy solution to the issue of having to share the stage with some little wiener in a sideways baseball cap. Forward smash is a great punish when an opponent whiffs an attack or you read their roll. Down smash hits both sides of you, which makes for good insurance if you're afraid your adversary is going to try some teleports behind you type bullshit. And up smash can slice through an airbound opponent like a stick of lawn milk butter. And with that, you know just about everything there is to know about the basics of Toon Link. So now all you have to do is go out there, train hard, troll harder, and remember that even after all of that, if you still can't quite clutch the win, you can always just say you meant to pick the other link, and you get at least 2 more tries at redemption. Until next time. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure to subscribe because I make a new video every week. And let me know which of the 2 characters on the screen right now you want to see in one of my upcoming videos. Vote down in the comments or in my Discord and I'll get right to it as soon as I can. Speaking of, I got all my social media links down at the bottom. I got my patrons on the screen right now. Thank you to you guys. Your support is always appreciated. And outside of that, have a good day. Yeah, bye.